Hey, this is David. Today I'm going to show you how to test and replace the thermal fuse on an electric Kenmore dryer. The thermal fuse cuts off the power to the motor in case it overheats. Before we get started, take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss our latest repair guides. With over 2 million products in stock, and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. The first thing we need to do is get our tools together. Today we'll need a putty knife, a 1/4-inch nut driver, a 1/4-inch socket, and a multimeter. And please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your dryer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. Now let's get started. Let's start with the most common failure that can prevent a dryer from running, and that's the thermal fuse. The thermal fuse will open if the air leaving the drum is too hot. This is typically caused by a venting issue where the air can't leave the drum. So make sure to check and clean out your venting system if the thermal fuse is open. We need to open the door and remove the lint screen. We need to use a putty knife and push in on the 2 clips that hold the front panel in place, then we can remove it. Then use your 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the screws holding the blower housing cover. You should be able to see the white thermal fuse on the top of the blower housing, and it should have 2 light blue wires going to it. Let's remove one of the wires, and with your multimeter set for continuity, use the probes to check across the 2 terminals. If you get continuity, then something else is preventing your dryer from working. If there's no continuity, then the fuse is defective and would need to be replaced. Let's get to the thermal fuse, and I'll show you how easy it is to replace it. You'll need to remove the 2 wires and then use the 1/4-inch socket to remove the single screw so you can slide the fuse out. Here's the old thermal fuse and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Now we're ready to install the new fuse and secure it with a single screw. Once that's done, we can attach the wires. Next up is the blower housing and the bottom panel. Once you open the door and insert the lint screen, you're done. Don't forget to plug the dryer back in or flip that circuit breaker back on. And don't forget to check your vent. Like I mentioned earlier, poor ventilation is the main reason for a failed thermal fuse. If your dryer takes longer than normal to dry your laundry, or if you notice that the clothes are wet and steamy after a normal cycle, you should pull the dryer out from the wall, put a normal load of wet clothes in, remove the vent off the back, and run a load of clothes. If the clothes dry in a normal length of time, the problem is with the vent and not the dryer. If the problem continues, then there is an issue with the dryer. Simple enough. You made it. Great job, and thanks for joining us today. Make sure to let us know how the repair went in the comments. And if you haven't gotten a new thermal fuse yet, grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com to order one. Orders usually arrive in just a few days. While you're here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got lots more troubleshooting and repair videos, and of course, all the parts you need to do it yourself at AppliancePartsPros.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.